Kyrie, Yeezy. Kyrie Yeezy? What's going on, guys? It's Jaraman. I hope you guys are having a killer day. The other night, Kyrie Irving and the Nets opened their season against the Minnesota Timberwolves in a crazy game where Kyrie almost hit one of the most amazing game winners I have ever seen. And in the moment, I actually thought that ball was going in. I mean, that boy was hot. It didn't go in, however. They took the L, but Kyrie got a W because he wore the Pineapple House Nike Kyrie 5s. These things look absolutely fantastic, but in today's video, we're gonna be taking a look at his next signature model, the Nike Kyrie 6. There's a lot of things going on with this sneaker that I'm very excited about, so I will be giving you guys my first impressions on them. But before we do that, I do have an announcement to make. I am actually looking at cleaning some things out in my collection. That's right, sneakers like the Jordan 4 Oreos, the AJ1 KO in the Royal colorway, the Adi Zero Rose 2.5, and the LeBron 12s. I am looking to get rid of these with some help from our sponsor for today's video, Poshmark. Poshmark is the easiest way to sell items from your closet, and I've personally been using Poshmark for over a year now, and I've gotten some great deals for some things that I just don't need anymore. What I love most about Poshmark is they make it super easy if you're trying to sell something, because you could put an item in your closet and when someone buys that item, the shipping label is already taken care of. All you have to do is print the label and drop off the package at the post office, and that's it. It is really that easy. I'm loving selling stuff on Poshmark, and I've even bought a few things from Poshmark as well because they have a great selection from Nike to Adidas to even streetwear brands like Supreme and Bape. Poshmark is awesome, so if you're looking to buy something from your boy's closet like one of these sneakers, what you're gonna wanna do is download the Poshmark app with the link in the description box below, because anyone who buys something from my closet, I'm gonna be putting some little extra gifts in those packages. So again, if you're looking to buy or even sell stuff from your own personal collection, download Poshmark with the link in the description box below. Don't worry, guys, you're gonna have a good home. I loved it. I loved our time together, guys. I really did, but it's just time. I need to create space for other things. I'm sorry. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. It's not fair. You know what? No. All right, so back to the Kyrie 6. Now, Kyrie has been seen wearing these in practice. He hasn't worn them in game yet, but there are a ton of photos and we've had a ton of leaks about this sneaker as well. So we have a pretty good idea as to what to expect from it. But the thing that caught my attention right off the bat is the Kyrie 6 looks almost identical to Yeezy 2s. I mean, obviously there are some differences, but the overall shape of the silhouette, the 3D heel cup, the midfoot strap, and even the way the outsole wraps up onto the midsole, I mean, now that I think of it, there aren't too many differences from the Yeezy 2s. So the Kyrie 6 is basically a basketball version of the Yeezy 2s. How much are Yeezys going for these days? Yeezy 2. Looks like I'm never getting a pair of Yeezy 2s. All right, so despite the Kyrie 6 looking a lot like the Yeezy 2.5s, I do actually like the way these look. It feels like a direct successor to the Kyrie 5, which is the way it's supposed to be, but there are some added features on it that give the shoes some depth, which is something that I really like. If you take a close look, you'll notice that the material on the heel portion of the upper changes depending on the colorway. For example, this black colorway looks like it uses a leather material, while this military green colorway seems like it uses some kind of suede or nubuck with this synthetic overlay on top of it. Now this is something that gets me very excited because it's similar to what Nike did on the Kyrie 4s, where they paired raw materials with a synthetic mesh material in the forefoot. And not only do I think that looks great visually, but raw materials just have a certain feel around your foot. In my opinion, they're more durable, they break in nicer, but there are some cons with raw materials. Usually they're a little bit heavier, they're not as breathable, and usually it comes at a little bit more of a price. They're a little bit more expensive. But those are all things I'm willing to sacrifice to get that premium feel around my foot. Now, it is worth mentioning that while some colorways look like it will use raw materials for that heel panel, other colorways might just go full synthetic. Like this colorway which by the way has a ton going on for it. But I can't really tell if that heel panel is an overlay like the green pair or if this colorway utilizes full synthetic materials. Either way, it looks like we're gonna have some variety when it comes to the materials on the Kyrie 6, so at least there's options. Now, another thing that I'm really curious about with the Kyrie 6 is the traction, because last year with the Kyrie 5, my experience with the traction was, well, how do I put this? Awful. Yeah, no, that's not supposed to happen. The outsole of the Kyrie 6 looks like a combination of the outsole used on the Kyrie 3s and 5s, which honestly doesn't really say much because I thought the traction pattern on the Kyrie 5s was going to work. I had no problems with the pattern. It really came down to the rubber compound, because when I got there out on the floor, that rubber compound did not grab or bite the floor at all. So with the Kyrie 6s, I really don't care how the pattern looks. It looks like it should work. It's really gonna come down to that rubber compound, because Kyrie's playstyle relies heavily on quick changes in directions. You know, he's trying to cross guys up. He's going right to left, left to right. He's doing Euros. He's stopping on a dime. He's pulling up. And when I lace up a pair of Kyries, I want to play like Kyrie. And with a bad traction setup, I can't play like Kyrie. So Nike, please give the Kyrie 6s a good rubber compound so I can play like Kyrie. Thank you. Now, as for the cushioning, if you zoom and enhance on the forefoot, you'll see some Nike Turbo branding. So it looks like Nike is sticking with a similar or even the same setup that we saw on the Kyrie 5s, which is fine. The Zoom Turbo in the forefoot, it works, it's solid, but it isn't the greatest zoom experience that you can get. So I would like to see Nike retool it a little bit in the 6s just to give us a little better feeling underfoot. As for a release date and price for the Kyrie 6, I do expect these to drop sometime in the middle or even late November. There are some leaks and rumors that a concept pair, which looks pretty dope based on these renders, is going to drop on December 27th. But I think we'll see the Kyrie 6 drop officially before that, probably in the same black and white colorway that the Kyrie 5s and 4 launch with. In the meantime, let me know what you guys think about the Kyrie 6 in the comment section below. Are you looking to pick up a pair of these regardless, or will you wait to see some reviews on them first before you decide to cop? Sound off in the comment section below, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more sneaker related content. Join that notification gang because it's 100% free, but also 100% lit. My name's Darren. It's great having you. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.